make a video. Hey, so my name is Zarina and this is my channel, which I'm always so absent from, and I'm like sorry to the 8 people that consistently watch this, because look, my bad. So I haven't posted since like May. Since May, nothing extraordinary has happened, but I do graduate in like 3 weeks, so besides that, we've just got, you know, the basics, an existential crisis, being in poverty, being 22. We don't need to talk about that. That's not the topic of discussion today. What we are here to talk about is a lesson I learned a year ago, because my have I never made this mistake again. So I live in like a super white, small, relatively safe town in the middle of nowhere, Ohio. So I just never used to lock my door, like to my home. I never locked the door to my house because I just didn't feel like fumbling for keys, or it was just nice to just open the door, or just whatever. Idiot, didn't lock the door. And then somebody taught me that I need to be locking my door. I'm from Detroit, right? I went home one weekend, came back to Ohio. I walked into my apartment, I threw my bag on the floor. I noticed that the light in the kitchen was on. And like I previously stated, I live in poverty, so the lights are like almost always off. So I was like, oh, I don't know what that's about, but okay. I went to the bathroom and there was a jacket on the floor, and it was like a really cool jacket. So I was like, oh, maybe my best friend left it here when she came to visit me a couple days ago. Didn't think anything of it. I got on my couch because that was my jam, and I watched Grey's Anatomy because also my jam. I just watched TV for like a couple hours and I was chilling and everything was great. And then a couple hours later, I get a knock on the door. It's this white guy who I do not know in this Yeezus tour shirt and like this super cool bomber jacket, and I was like, what is he doing? Like, who is this? He's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. This weekend I got really drunk and I slept here and I think I left my jacket. I'm so sorry. And I was like, oh my god. I gave him his jacket, right? And he like kept apologizing and he left. So after just being like, what? I'm like, let me check my room, because I hadn't been in my room since I came back home. I go to my room and it looks fine, but I move my comforter and there's vomit everywhere. Oh my god. It was just like the stench of 4 Locos and just, oh my god, it was like awful. It was literally awful. I threw it all away. I threw the sheets away, I threw the mattress pad, I threw it all away because I was like, there's no way my bed is going to be clear of this trauma. I can't. I tossed it and I freaked out for a little bit, and then I was like, oh, maybe I should start locking my doors. I have not missed a day of that. Have never forgotten since, have never not felt like it since. I don't mind fumbling for my keys. I have no problem waiting the extra 30 seconds it takes to open my door. I am completely content with that lifestyle because I cannot have another white man vomiting on my sheets. What do you say in situations like this? When a stranger has slept in your room, what do you say? I have learned my lesson. Moral of the story, don't be like me. So yeah, that's all I got. Like, share, subscribe, and lock your doors. Like, share, subscribe, and lock your doors. That's all.